And a good Friday evening to you as we welcome you into the Thunderdome. Mike Basile bringing you the action all night long between the 15-1-1 Danbury Hat tricks. Good enough for 41 points, first in the Empire. Taking on the 115-1 Delaware Thunder, fifth in the Empire. 4 points on the season. It's a 12-game losing streak for the Thunder that they'll look to break tonight at home. The Hat tricks have won 2 in a row, averaging just under 5 goals a contest. It's been an impressive start to the season for the Hat tricks. 41 points in 18 games, my apologies, is no small task. They have been very, very good. And their road whites today, they'll start with Sheehan, Kuznetsov, Jesso, Lyndon Robertson with Brian Wilson between the pipes. Marker, Weber, Susi, Oganezov, and Basie with Trevor Martin on their end and Brian Wilson on the other end. Dustin Jesso gains offensive ice. He pushes it forward right behind Trevor Martin where Basie picks it up. Works it up the far wall, cut off by Kuznetsov. Puck rolls back to Basie. He just chips it forward. Picked up by Robertson back in his own ice. Hat tricks push forward with Sheehan. He's been a dangerous addition to this team. Right to the front, Jesso shoots. Big save, Martin. Right on the doorstep was the dangerous. Jesso fires again. Martin's got that also. Popped free and back to safety. Oh boy, 2 huge saves from the goalkeeper from Western Canada. This one's chipped up out. A new addition, Danila Malushkin for the Delaware Thunder. He adds some speed to the lineup. He's with Gafarov and Wilson. Gafarov and Susi lead the way in points for this Thunder team. Kuznetsov dumps far corner, comes back near side. He's working on J.C. Moritz. Puck rolls behind the net. Thunder trying to slow down this fast-paced Hat tricks attack. Wilson runs into the official there. We say play on. Sheehan banked it off the backboards, tried to work out to the front, comes back to Sheehan behind the net. Long shift as the Hat tricks maintain possession. Sheehan from a tight angle, threw it off the side of the net. That's Luke Richards in behind there going to work. Hat tricks bringing the pressure early in this contest. You'd expect that from this team. Richards out of the corner, centering pass, got a man, good save Martin, as it was Lind who broke free. The Hat tricks are all over the place early in the first. Out to the front, Richards goes to the point. Shooting lane blocked on the way through. Delaware blocking some shots early here. Back and forth we go. That was Yao. Around the net it comes. As we're back in Danbury Ice, we've played a minute 50. No whistles, couple shots for the Hat tricks, that's it. Behind the net, it's stopped by big Brian Wilson. 10-1, 0-1 on the season. 269 goals against, 923 save percentage. Are you kidding me? There's the big Matt Bazarian for Delaware. Out the other way come the Hat tricks with speed. It's Johnny Ruiz, the captain. Takes the tour, tries to jam it home. Martin says no. Keeping this game scoreless. He's the only reason it's not 1-0 Hat tricks. Ruiz again had his shot blocked on the way through. It was Corgan getting a stick on it. Movali pushes it forward, and it's back in Hat trick ice, and the Delaware Thunder can take a breath with Gonzalez spinning back behind his own net. You hear the Hat trick bench screaming, keep the pressure on as Marchison dumps it deep. This one's chipped forward, does stay in play. Rolls behind the Hat trick nets. Marker tries to poke it free, nothing doing. This is Austin Weber. Weber back to Marker, bodies collide behind the net. Marker knocked off the puck, and the Hat tricks will start off near side. The Hat tricks with speed through the neutral zone. It's Dmitry Kuznetsov, 3-on-2. Sheehan going to the net, got it there, rolled off his stick. Jesso one-timer right into the breadbasket of Martin, and we finally get a whistle and a breath. As always, we appreciate you tuning in. Love to know where you're listening from, where you're watching from. If you're a Hat trick or a Thunder fan, love to see where the support is coming from of the Federal Prospects Hockey League. Face off to the right of Martin. We've spent a lot of time on this side of the ice as Danbury's been pushing the pressure. Jesso spins it free, works it over to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov looks for a shooting lane, nothing doing. Sheehan behind the net, worked out to the front. Puck rolled off his stick. Alex Basie harasses him all the way to the half wall. Weber tries to clear. First effort, no. Second effort, no. Basie helps him out, works it to Susi, spins it cross ice by everybody, and the Hat tricks can regroup with Robertson in their own end. 16:30 to go, period number 1. Puck's pushed forward by the Hat-Tricks. Dump to the corner. Tie up here. There's our first look at the newest addition to the Thunder, Rasmus Asp. Smooth skater, and he shows it off here. He's up in a 3-on-2 rush with Marker. Asp finds the puck, fires. It's deflected high. Rasmus Asp, the defenseman, joins the rush. And the Thunder right back to the attack. Marker wants it Christ Ice. They try to work it there. Knocked down on the way through. Gafarov tried to squeak it through, one too many bodies. Gafarov finds the puck, tried to poke it behind the net. This is Jesso working it free, and out the other way comes Lind. Lind left wing side with Kuznetsov. Lind and Kuznetsov trade places. Lind fires, another good save by Martin. Trevor Martin, the best player to wear black early in this contest, keeping this one scoreless. Face-off will be to the right of Trevor Martin. Don't let his stats fool you. He's been really good. 1-9-0-1, 563 as the Hat-Tricks nearly pot one. Couldn't get it to go off the bar, up and out of play. 5-6-3 goals against, 881 save percentage. It's Makar Sokolov backing up tonight, and at the other end, it's Frankie McClendon backing up. 4 really good goaltenders in this contest. And the starters hope we'll only get to see 2, obviously. Off skates in the neutral zone right below us. Wilson tries to poke it free. Here's Daniel Amesbury. He's stepped up on by Movali, and the puck comes out the other way. A big name in Danbury. One of the attractions, obviously, the fans love to see is Daniel Amesbury. Skilled forward. Obviously has a ton of weight to him. Ice Warrior champion. Big, big name. Gonzalez to the attack. Right wing side, hacked and whacked from behind. Throws it towards the net. Jam play. Did it cross the line? It did. 1-0 Hat-Tricks. Pomelayan on the doorstep. Jams in the rebound. It's his 4th of the year. And it's 1-0 Danbury. The pass didn't look like it got all the way through. Got behind Martin. And it's poked home to the yawning cage. Just past the 5-minute mark in period number 1. And the Hat-Tricks have the early advantage. The next couple shifts will be super important for the team in black, as the Thunder will need to get the wheels going. You don't want to give Danbury an inch. They'll take a yard. Icing coming up against the Thunder. We'll have a D-zone face-off as we wait for the media timeout, which can come, my apologies, after an icing. It was my thought that we couldn't do it at an icing, and now they'll say, yes, we can. The players just have to stay on the ice. We'll take a short media timeout. When we return, 1-0 Danbury. I got that, yep. Back here at the Thunderdome, 1-0 Hat-Tricks. Just past the 5-minute mark. And that shows the depth of this Hat-Tricks team. They can get goals from any line at any time. Doesn't have to be Ruiz, doesn't have to be Bonnell, but there it was almost Ruiz on the doorstep. This is a really dangerous team. Speaking of dangerous, Ryan Marker just couldn't reach that puck. Susi tried to poke it forward, nothing doing. Dumped in by Weber, and that one's deflected up and out of play. After no whistles for quite some time, whistles galore here. Hope you're enjoying this presentation of Delaware Thunder hockey on the Delaware Thunder YouTube channel. Hat-Tricks in the Thunder live at the Thunderdome. Basie bombs away, just went wide. Wilson picked it up late. Oganezov through traffic, never got through. Logan Azoff swings another backhander. This one was well wide of Wilson, knocked down and covered. Connor Lind making sure it didn't get any closer to his goaltender. He knocked it down, tried to push it behind the net, but Wilson wasn't taking any chances. Face-off will be to the left of Wilson. Tie up off the dot. It's pushed behind the net. Hat-tricks in the Thunder in a one-goal game, period number 1. Chipped up the boards. Stalemate, Malushkin. He had it roll off his stick, and J.C. Moritz finds it. Throws it off the linesman. Puck stays deep. Gesso tried to push it deeper to no avail. Big hit right below us. Bodies collide. Dowler won that battle. And the Hat-tricks come away with the puck. Hat-tricks calling for a trip there as Gesso is taken down by Moritz. We play on. Kuznetsov to the attack. Gesso in free. Fires. He shot it high. Dangerous chance for Dustin Gesso. Dowler pushes it forward. Moritz finds the puck. Moritz up to Malushkin. Malushkin left wing side. Gains entry to Hat-trick Ice. Malushkin pushes forward. Wilson tried to cross ice pass. Gesso was the only one there. Gesso and Wilson run into each other. Gesso finds the puck. Malushkin pushes onward. Gesso goes down to the ice again. Nothing called. We play on. Dowler makes a move, pushes forward, tries to work free, and now the puck is to Kuznetsov. Almost had a spill here in the broadcast booth. His bodies collided up here as well. Gafarov moves forward. Puck pushed behind the net. There's Lugo. Up the far wall, pushed forward. Bazarian gets it back out. Bazarian trading hacks with Amesbury. Are they going to go? Bazarian Amesbury still talking the whole way up the ice. Movalli works it around far side. Delaware trails by 1. Bazarian worked it forward, and here's Amesbury. Amesbury stood up at the red line. Huge hit from Amanatidis. Oh, boy. That time Amesbury got the better of Amanatidis, who gets to the bench. The Thunder bench lit up after the big hit. And now Amesbury bumps into base. He gets a check from behind. We continue on. Amesbury batting with Bazarian, and now we do have a penalty called. Basie and Amesbury were chatting. Amesbury's going to go to the box. And Bazarian's going as well. Amesbury and Bazarian get into it. They're each going to receive matching minors, I believe I heard, down below us. We'll get the exact call for you. Face-off will be to the right of Wilson. Marker in the dot, some 4-on-4 action. Open ice here. Face-off 1 to Robertson. Pushed back, Robertson picks it up. Right wing side, Robertson now skates down Main Street, works it far side, pushed forward by Bonnell. 15 points for Gordy on the season. He's been really good. Working with Ruiz right now as the two attackers. Talked about in the pregame interview with Charles F. Penn Sr. how this Hat-tricks team is dominating this early season, and they're not doing it with the names you're used to the past couple years as the Thunder are well offside. Things a bit chippy in this one early. Still 11:24 to go in the first period. Face off in the neutral zone. It's Gafarov and Malushkin. Joe Brennan out as well with Samuel Asp. Gafarov had this one roll behind him. Squeaks back, picks the back up. Right wing side. Gafarov to the attack. Tried to work by a man, nothing doing. Malushkin tries to work to the front of the net. Tie up here. Back out in front. Got a man. Out. It's Asp. Asp over to Brennan. Brennan waits, walks the line, pushes it back to Malushkin. Malushkin back out to the point to Brennan. Joe Brennan pushes it down low. Gaffarov got Malushkin going to the net. Backhand pass, got Malushkin. Jam play side of the net. Wilson shuts the door, plays the puck, and we get a whistle as the official was blindsided behind Wilson, couldn't see. No manpower change there, just 2 minutes for roughing each way. No team will argue with that. Believe that's the call. We're in a 1-0 game, 10:52 to go in the first. Puck's pushed behind the net. Worked out far side. Could be numbers for the Hat-Tricks if they hurry. They retreat back into their own ice. Marker with a good poke check. Takes it away from Gibbs at the line. Really nice play by Ryan Marker. Looked like they're going to be in trouble getting back for Delaware. Steps up, makes the play on Cody Gibbs. He's got 6 assists on the season. He can be dangerous. Wilson's offside, and we'll get a whistle. We've seen chippy hockey. We've seen choppy hockey. And we've seen a goal. 30 seconds left of 4-on-4 time. Marker tries to go straight forward with the faceoff. Instead, it's Wilson. Wrapped around. Basie threw it off the linesman. He's no worse for the wear, which is good to see. Gonzalez behind the net. Slows things down for this Danbury Hat-Tricks team. Giveaway at the line. Weber couldn't push it forward. And the Hat-Tricks are into the O-zone, but they're offside now as miscommunication galore in this contest, back and forth. Nine seconds of 4-on-4 time. We'll see if Bazarian and Amesbury get going right when they get out of the box, or they just go to the bench. Lugo has the faceoff pulled away from him by Marker. Here's Susi. Susi stops at the line, tries to work it forward. Both men out of the box. Both men go to the bench. Shot from well out. Caught Martin by surprise, but it went wide. Weber tried to get it up to Susi, had his pocket picked. Now he's out the other way. Weber, good cross-ice pass to Marker. Marker got Susi going to the net. Marker takes the tour, tries to jam it home. Ryan Marker, his first of the season. We're tied. Wilson thinks he had it. The puck crossed the line. We're all square. Some things never change. Ryan Marker on the wraparound to grab his first of the year. Tying this one against the Danbury Hat-Tricks. Puck pushed back as we're all tied here. Ryan Marker adding to his 2 assists, grabs his first goal, 3 points in as many games. No surprise, it's Ryan Marker for the Delaware Thunder. Everyone talks about Ryan's got a great shot. It's his strength. Ryan Marker is the strongest skater. Not necessarily the fastest, but on his edges, he is absolutely phenomenal. That's why he is so good. Not many players are able to hold that puck on their forehand, bring it around the net, and jam it home like that. He makes it look easy, but I promise you it's not. Wilson in a battle here, poked free to Johnny Ruiz. Out the far side it comes. 1-1 hockey game. Marker has this thing all tied up. Shot after the whistle. No trouble will come from that. Marcherson, my apologies, wasn't looking for any problems. 8:47 to go, period 1. Media timeout. We'll be back in a jiff. Back at the Thunderdome, Mike Basile bringing you the anthem. Have to thank everybody here for a warm welcome this weekend as we are back and ready to go. 8:47 to go in the first, 1-1 hockey game. Delaware and Danbury. Got Kuznetsov back on a defensive point here right now for this faceoff. Obviously a set play. They're going to try to win it to him and he can gain entry, is my guess. But Chris Corrigan wanted to see none of that, so he just pulls the faceoff back. Hat-trick. Delaware 1-1. Icing against the hat-tricks. 8:35 to go. It's been a choppy period. We got 2 goals out of it thus far. Still 8:35 to play, but hasn't been a real flow to this game thus far. Face off to the left of Wilson. One of the top goalies in the Federal Prospects Hockey League is number 30 in white. Chris Corrigan picks up the puck, dumps it back in. Wilson stops it behind his own net. Hat-trick start the breakout. Corrigan slows things down as the Hat-tricks tried to break out with speed. Now it's Jesso. Jesso got Sheehan with him. Hat-tricks just stay on side. Jesso save. Rebound. Pokes into the paint. They score! That play looked offside. They let it go, and it's back to a 2-1 hat-trick lead. I think they're going to talk this one over. Austin Weber saying no goal. This should be offside. Where it stands, it's 2-1. Jesso on the doorstep. And obviously the linesman there is the only person who had a chance to really get a good look at it. But if you looked far side, the official had his whistle up, ready to blow it, as he thought it was offside. It looked like it was late coming into the zone. They're going to talk about this one. We'll see. We'll get a call here. Offside, no goal. And Coach McCreary wants to chat with the official. Jesso's less than pleased. Billy McCreary's going to have a chat with the official here. We'll take a short break for 1 minute as we quickly regroup. Oh, wait, I lied. McCreary might have said his piece as the players are already getting back out to the ice. Coach McCreary is less than pleased. Now Captain Johnny Ruiz having a chat with the officials. Faceoff will be outside the Thunder zone. It's still a 1-1 hockey game. Now the one official called a penalty against Danbury. The other one waved it off. We'll play 5-on-5. Madness at the Thunderdome. What else is new? Moritz forward to Weber. This one's chipped into offensive ice. Rolls wide to Wilson. Not sure why that was an icing, but we play on. Up the far wall it comes. Asp steps up, and I really like his game early in this one. He's big. He skates like a 5'4" forward. Plays in the D end like a 6'8" defenseman. Fun to watch early in this contest. Number 77 in black. Keep an eye on him. Asp is going to get to this one first. He's going to watch it as Susi picks it up. There's a high stick going against the hat-trick, so Asp didn't want to play it, but Susi said, let's keep things moving. Gibbs and Mark are going to battle for this one behind the net. Gibbs pokes it up the near side. Hat-trick start the breakout. That pass eludes Lugo, and is chipped up the far wall. Chipped up and out by Luke Richards. He's got 14 points on the season. He's been really good. Malushkin pushes it forward. Puck goes behind the net. Wilson knocks it down. Marchison pushes forward. Oganezov finds the puck. 1-1 hockey game. Hatrick's jumped out to an early lead. Marker said, not so fast. Let's get this thing even. Yard sale behind the net as Gafarov comes away with the puck. Out the other way. Malushkin tries to work near boards. Tied up, takes a couple bodies. Puck's pushed back out to center by Johnny Ruiz. Mike Basile filling in for Graydon Motter. Not feeling the best today. We wish him the best. As Houston Wilson moves forward. Gafarov with him. Wilson goes to the net. Gafarov drop past Malushkin. Got Wilson in front. Couldn't get it there. Knocked down on the way through. Good play by Yao. Puck comes up the near wall. Pushed forward. Knocked down by Movali. Jesso hacked and whacked him from behind, so he couldn't get it as deep as he'd like. Here comes Jesso. You know, he's playing angry after the goal called off. Jesso trying to dip and dive his way through. Yao through traffic. Kicked out with a purpose by Trevor Martin. Puck worked all the way up top. It's Kuznetsov. Had his shot blocked. Oganezov had his stick lifted. Out from the corner. Jesso jam play side of the net. Nothing doing. Sheehan centering pass. Kuznetsov blocked by Movali. Corgan starts out 3-on-2. Corgan pass intercepted. Yao out the other way. Yao to the attack. Left wing side. Works it over to Sheehan. Frees up a shooting lane. Pad save. Martin. We get a whistle with 5:15 to go in the first. And a little extra from Matthew Bazarin. Bazarin brings a ton of size. Martin has a mask problem. Would assume it was from the jam play when Jesso and Movali ran through him. Face-off push forward by Ryan Marker. Gibbs in a foot race with Weber. Gibbs had a couple steps. Gibbs, near side, pushes forward. J.C. Moritz cuts that off. And here's the aforementioned Asp. Look at that pass, right on the tape of Marker. Over to Susie. Susie, Weber going to the net. Tip play just wide. Oh, Marker, Susie, and Weber nearly connected for a beauty. Lugo pushes it back into his own end. A really good hockey game here. 4:40 to go, period number 1. It's 1-1. Poked out of the zone by Asp. Look at the size. Look at the stick. This guy has been so good in this contest. Martin wants the quick up. Martin's got the quick up. Dennis Gafarov tried to get it over to Malushkin. He nearly dipped it. Marchison, left wing side, in, fires, great save, Martin, as it's deflected up and out of play. 4:12 to go in the first, media timeout. We'll take a short break, be back at the Thunderdome. Back here at the Thunderdome, Friday night hockey between the Hat-Tricks and the Thunder. 1-1 late in period number 1, 4:12 to go. Gesso had what looked like the second goal waved off due to a late offsides call. And I do believe they got the call right, yes. Gesso obviously less than pleased. Here come the Thunder. Gaffarov and Wilson, 2-on-1 to the attack. Gaffarov tried to get it over to Wilson. Absolutely nothing doing, thanks to Brett Jackson. Really good defensive play. Knocking down the puck and making sure nothing came of that. Basie out of his own end. Wilson says onward. His pass is in skates. Now the Thunder break out the other way. Malushkin with Wilson. Malushkin shot blocked on the way through. It's tough for Delaware to get shots to the net. Pass behind Oganezov. He rims it around. It's been a good game here. Both teams exchanging chances after Danbury with a really hot start. Oganezov cuts this one off. Offside. And the faceoff will come just outside of Harrington Ice. Now they'll switch it over and push it just outside of Thunder Ice. So they're going to say that was an intentional offside. Gesso pulls it back to his deep pair. Movali steps up, tries to push forward. Dowler chips it out of play, and we'll do it again. Dowler and Susie having a chat right below us. Doesn't look like anything too serious. Face-off will be at center ice. Sheehan, Gesso, and Kuznetsov make up the top line for Danbury tonight. Kuznetsov's got 15 points on the season. Jesso's got 26. And Sheehan's got 17. It's a talented group. Gesso patted away. Great stick lift by Susie on the way back. And here come the Thunder. Marker, Susie Weber to the attack. Marker, drop pass, Susie. Blocked by Dowler on the way through. Gesso wants to go the other way with it. Dowler back to Gesso. He's got Kuznetsov to his left. Gesso takes the tour of Harrington. Spins one towards the front of the net. Comes back to him. Goes right back. Hat-Trick set it up with Kuznetsov. Cross-ice pass. Nobody home. Ryan Marker tries to work it forward. Gesso took it away. Here's Sheehan off the wall. Sheehan back to Gesso. Played it between his skates. Had it roll away from him. Gesso right back on it. So tough to knock off the puck. Gesso out to the point. Good play by Malushkin. And Gonzalez has to retreat and get this one. 2 minutes to go. Period number 1. Hat-Tricks reset their own end. Wilson forces a turnover. Nobody home, though, as he tried to quickly work it across. No manpower changes in period number 1. We do have the 2 penalties. But those crossed each other out. 1:44, period number 1, 1-1 hockey game. Tie up in the face-off. Finally pulled back by Corgan. Bazarin comes forward with it. Now it's Ruiz. Corgan takes it away from him. Asp, such a smooth skater, works it forward. Ruiz takes it away. Takes a bump from Asp. He's fun to watch. Puck chipped forward. J.C. Moritz wants to chase. Lind cuts him off. Marchison finds it. Bazarin throws the body around. Right wing side, it's Robertson. Goes cross ice. A minute to play, period number 1. Basie pushes it forward. Chipped up and out of play by Corgan. Delaware will get a change. Bazarin and Marchison going at it. 1-1 hockey game, 55 seconds left in period number 1 here at the Thunderdome. Trevor Martin's been good as he makes another right pad save there. Hat-tricks and the Thunder in a close contest here. Get you the updated shots on goal as this first period's coming to a close. Both teams would love one more to end the period, but they would also take a tie, that's for sure. Giveaway to Basie, and the shot is right in the breadbasket of Wilson. Shots on goal now 13-7 in favor of the Hat-tricks. Face-off will be to the left of Wilson, who's getting heckled by the home crowd here. I'm sure he's heard everything. He's played at so many levels. Such a good goaltender at every level he's played at. Now to the point, Basie, shot blocked on the way through. Might have been his own man, friendly fire. Here comes Amesbury, right wing side, bombs away, offside. Patted away anyway. .24 seconds to go in the first. A very choppy first period of play at the Thunderdome. Sheehan pulls the bouncy puck back. Gonzalez goes cross ice, nobody home. Here's Weber. Weber working on Gibbs. Weber pulls one towards the net, rolls well wide. Gonzalez chips up the boards. Amesbury works at the center. Here's Sheehan, right wing side. Sheehan cross ice. Basie knocked it down. Came to Gesso. Gesso drop pass. Amesbury in his skates. Lead pass for Marker. Not going to be enough time or enough juice on the pass. And we'll go to the middle period. All tied. 1-1 hockey game after 20 minutes of play. Hat-tricks and the Thunder. Basie and Amesbury talking. Wonder if they're going to go at some point. You know, Amesbury won't shy away from a fight. After one period, we're tied. We'll be back for period number 2 on the Delaware Thunder YouTube channel. Welcome back to the Thunderdome. After 20 minutes of play, we're tied. 1-1 hockey game. Hat-trick started the scoring early in period number 1. Ryan Marker got us all tied up late in that first period. Appreciate you joining us. Mike Basile on the call, filling in for Graydon Motter. Not feeling the best today was Grady. We wish him the best. Hopefully we see him back tomorrow, but you never know with that guy. You just never know. Marker, Weber, Susi, Oganezov, and Basie. Sheehan, Kuznetsov, Jesso, Lind. For the hat-tricks. Period number 2 underway. Chipped right in. Robertson. The one hat-trick I was missing there. Dumps it back in. Now he comes near side, Jesso. Jesso chips it back in. Martin knocks it down behind the net. The hat-tricks dominated the start of period number 1. Will they come off that same way in period number 2? They'll have an O-zone face-off coming up after the icing call. .32 to go. Period number 2. Hat-tricks and the Thunder all tied at 1. Face off to the left of Martin. Marker pushes it back. Delaware will start the breakout near wing side. All the way around it comes. Oganezov pushes it forward. Susi ties up his man. Ruiz finds the puck. Johnny Ruiz, too much room, but he just shot it wide. Oh boy, you don't want to leave the captain with that much space. Weber lost it. Bunnell tried to put it between his legs. Weber wants the breakout near side. He slows things down, takes a bump from Ruiz. Ruiz goes to the bench, and Delaware clears the zone. Lind finds the puck. Starts the breakout, knocked down by Weber. Oganezov works it over to Susi. Pass was elevated. Another icing as Robertson wins the race. Face-off will be to the right of Martin. Now they say to the left. Oh, 2 linesmen, 2 different places. We'll go with the right side. Well, it's wherever the hat-tricks want, so they're going to skate over to our near wing. Sheehan pulls it back to Jesso. Good play by Weber, though, to step up, make sure he couldn't pull the trigger, and the puck's back in the neutral zone. It's Yao. Far boards. Ends up in on Martin. We get another whistle, and the choppiness that finished period number 1 will start period 2. Delaware can't make a change. They're not sure why. I'm not sure why either, to be honest, as puck was dumped in by Danbury. Martin covered it, and now the captains need an explanation too. Marker and Susi have been out for quite some time. And we're back underway. Up the boards it comes. Off a tip, they say no icing. Now it's covered at the other end by Wilson, and the choppy play of this game continues. Face-off will be to the right of Wilson. It's Houston Wilson pulling the face-off back to Moritz. Worked up the wall. This is Asp. Knocks it down, tries to push it forward, finds it back on his stick, but the puck won't settle for him. And out the other way comes Sheehan. 3-on-1 to the attack. Sheehan over to Jesso. Back door. They try to go to Kuznetsov. Nothing doing. Back out in front. Tie up there, and Wilson's got the puck coming out the other way. Wilson works it over, chipped in deep. Just getting the line was Delaware. Now they're saying they didn't get the line, as Wilson was the first there, it looked like to me. Face-off will be to the left of Martin. Lugo has the puck pulled away from him. Moritz and Gafarov play catch. Moritz gives it away to Gibbs. Comes around to the near side where it's Gafarov who waits for it. Gafarov goes far side, Malushkin. Malushkin bumped by Gibbs. Lugo pushes it back. Hat-tricks try to gain ice. Chipped in deep. All the way around it comes. Gafarov pushes it forward. Gibbs ties up his man. Delayed offside. Bodies collide. Amesbury ran through Malushkin, and Asp has the puck. The smooth skating defenseman, drop pass, given away. Here come the hat-tricks. Amesbury skates into this one. Takes a bump from Movali. Shot was blocked by Malushkin on the way through. Now Malushkin starts out. Malushkin works by Amesbury. Looking for Wilson. They just stay on side. He works it near side Wilson. Wilson tried a one-touch pass. Intercepted on the way through. Out the other way, it's Amesbury. 3-on-2 come the hat-tricks. Amesbury flip-flops with Lugo. Lugo over to Bonnell. Never got the shot off. Gordy Bonnell tried to pull the trigger. Couldn't do so. Lugo chips it to the front. Tie up. And out the other way come the hat-tricks. Now the Thunder take it away. It's Corrigan right wing side. Corrigan fires. Save. Wilson. It's on the line and never crossed. The goal light went on. The Thunder are celebrating. Corrigan said it went in. And more drama in this contest. The goal light was on. The Thunder faithful behind the net are lobbying the best they can that this went in. And there's only one official who could have seen it. It's obviously the one on the far side. Not sure we're going to get any mind change here. We're not. And just the way Wilson went back, looked like it had to cross the line. But they say no. Chris Corrigan less than pleased going to the bench. And now both teams could possibly have a goal called off today. To the attack come the hat-tricks. Drop pass for Ruiz going to the net. Nothing doing. Ruiz knocked off the puck by Oganezov. Basie's got it now. He takes his man down. We play on. Marchison spun into the boards hard. Basie up the boards to Susi. Susi plays it forward. Bodies collide in the neutral zone. Back to the attack of the hat-tricks. Marchison on his backhand for Ruiz. Never got there. Gordy Bonnell chips this one straight up in the air. Comes right back to him. He's going for a change. Crafty play by Ruiz, who couldn't get the finish. Flipped it forward to himself. Marchison back behind the net. Oganezov picks it up. Delaware and Danbury still tied at 1. This one's in the hat-trick bench. Weber and Marchison exchange a laugh after the puck rattled off of big number 88 and went out of play. Sheehan. Tie up in the dot. Asp goes far side. Pass intercepted by Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov in, fires. He shot it high. Puck just stays in play. Nearly a breakout the other way for Delaware. Corrigan picks up the puck. O'Reilly getting his first shift in quite some time. Wilson wants to keep it moving. Hat-tricks and the Thunder playing a tightly contested contest here. Martin knocks it down behind the net. Jesso picks it up far side. Tried to go out to the point to Yao. Never got there. O'Reilly knocked it down. Second effort. Jesso pokes it free. Now it's Yao at the point. Steps in. Works it over. Hat-tricks looking to create some shooting lanes here. Nothing doing. Try to go to Jesso. Moritz pokes it to the corner. Jesso picks it right back up. Out to the point it comes. Kuznetsov. Yao towards the net. Martin saw it the whole way, and we get a whistle. .15 to go, period number 2. Hat-tricks and the Thunder all tied at 1. Face off to the right of Trevor Martin. Wilson kicked out of the dot. Gaffarov will take the draw. Joe Brennan's calling out where he wants Wilson to go. Face-off was not won by Delaware. Push behind the net. Comes out far side. Wilson tie up. Hat-tricks keep the line. This one's chipped in, just stays in play. Movali behind the net. Got it over to Joe Brennan. Pushes it far side to Malushkin. Now it's Houston Wilson. Tried to thread the needle to Wilson. Icing against Delaware. Media timeout. 14:36 to go. Period number 2. Back at the Thunderdome. Hope you're enjoying the action this Friday evening. Thanks so much for taking time out of your Friday to enjoy it with us. Delaware Thunder, Danbury Hat-tricks hockey on the Delaware Thunder YouTube channel. Fun night of hockey here in the Federal Prospects Hockey League tonight. A lot of action, a lot of teams going at it. A busy Friday slate. Watertown leaves Binghamton 3-1. Carolina leads Motor City 3-2. Elmira shutting out Columbus 1-0 right now. And Port Huron leads Mississippi 2-1. Looks like we got some blood on the ice we'll need scraped up. They're getting that fixed up right now. Somebody on the Danbury bench. Obviously not in great shape with the amount of blood at the blue line. Might be Gibbs who's dealing with the problems. No, it's Gonzalez. Face off won by the Hat-tricks. It's Gordy Bonnell. Pushed it forward. Brennan had it taken away. Oh, a real good chance by Marchison on the doorstep, but Martin said no. Ruiz had his pocket picked. Out the other way, Gaffarov. Danbury defending well. Another shot blocked. Malushkin finished hard into the boards. Play on. Letting them play tonight, that's for sure. Basie over to Oganezov. Hit the linesman's skate. Malushkin tries to push forward. Bonnell ties him up. It's in the paraphernalia of Oganezov, who gave it away to Ruiz. Martin wants to keep playing. He moves it back to Oganezov, and they work it up the far side. Malushkin, Gaffarov, left wing side. Here comes Delaware. Gaffarov, great play to work by Ruiz. Gaffarov works it back. Malushkin on the backhand, spins back out high. Behind the net they go, Gaffarov. Out to the point, Basie. Basie through traffic, well wide of the cage. Marchison says onwards. Gets up to Ruiz, left wing side. Ruiz, Yao going to the net, over to Yao, one more, one too many. Delaware out the other way. Gaffarov up to Susi, got Basie with him. Susi in, fires, he shot it wide. Out the other way it comes, back and forth action at the Thunderdome. 13:15 to go, period number 2. As both teams exchange chances. Susi out to the attack, left wing side. Weber slow to get up. Susi gave it away. Now it's the hat trick. Sheehan out the other way. In, fires, and scores. Sheehan does the old pull and drag, goes top shelf on Martin, and it's 2-1 Danbury. Weber sitting in the box. Looks like Weber might have just got sent to the locker room. They put Weber in the box. Now they might send him to the showers, it looks like. If Weber's getting sent to the showers, I mean, earlier in the game, the Hat-Tricks were looking at a bench minor that was waved off by this official. Now we're getting back into it, and Weber's getting a penalty for doing some talking after the whistle, and it was the same thing that happened in the first period, which is a bit confusing. Delaware will be shorthanded. And could that be just a 2 and a 10 for Weber, or is it the end of his night? Let's see. A 2 and a 10 for Weber. Delaware taking their time to get someone in the box. They're less than pleased here. Delaware will be shorthanded for a couple minutes, and this is a big turning point in the game if Danbury scores. They score a goal. Obviously, Delaware wanted a penalty call. Weber wanted a penalty. That's what he was talking about. Now Jesso's to the attack. He's going to slow things down, set up the power play. Kuznetsov, far point, picks it up. Kuznetsov knocks Susi. Kuznetsov took a stick up high. He's in all types of discomfort. Still need to check on Dmitry Kuznetsov. He's straight to the locker room here. He must have caught a stick up high. The training staff right to him. As they'll get a good look at Dmitry Kuznetsov, who looks like he might have caught a stick up in that nose area as he's getting worked on behind the hat-trick bench. Face off one to Asp. Asp, right wing side, short-handed to the attack. Asp cruising to the net, backhander save. Wilson, he says let's keep it moving. Kuznetsov looks okay, which is good to see. Anytime you take a stick up near that face area, obviously a lot of things of concern. Not sure if he did get hit up in the eye. We wish the best for Kuznetsov, obviously. Lugo spins it around. Drops it back. Bonnell over one more. Works it up top. Ruiz, cross ice pass, nobody home. Lind picks it up at the point. They'll say offside, looked mighty close to me. Kuznetsov getting his helmet back on. Coach McCreary says, hold on a second here. Still a bit rattled, but back on the bench is good to see. .52 seconds left to the power play. It's the Weber minor. I believe it was being served by O'Reilly. And it'll be 10 minutes till we see Austin Weber again. Oganezov sends it the distance in a legal manner with the Thunder down a man. Hat-Tricks start the breakout. Dustin Jesso, drop pass. This is Yao. Yao gains Thunder ice. Amesbury just stayed onside. Martin knocks it down. Martin over to Basie. uses the far wall. Oh, Malushkin had a beat to it, but a bit too hot as Wilson comes around and plays it over to Yao. Yao had it knocked off his stick by Gafarov. Sheehan comes, helps him out. And the Hat-Tricks get it back to center, but Basie and Oganezov send it the distance. Wilson wants to play it, can't do so with two Thunder players bearing down on him. We get a whistle. $11:17 to go, period number 2, the middle frame, the period of the long change. 18 seconds left to the Weber minor. As it was Cody Gibbs who wasn't out on the ice. Now he gets out there, and the pace of this game, it's been good when they've been playing, but the whistles have been long. It's just a bit laggy, as if you loaded into an Xbox Live party and everybody's just chatting a bit slow. That's how it feels right now. The gameplay's moving, but everything's just happening a little slow. It's been a fun one. This one's dumped in. Puck rimmed up the far side. Good keep. Lugo in the slot. Works it over one more. Nothing doing. Now to the point it comes. Gonzalez was finished with a purpose by Basie. Get it back to Richards. Susie finds it. Decides to slow things down. Now it's Oganezov. Pushing forward. Here's Ryan Marker. Right wing side. Marker in. Takes the tour of Harrington. Wraps it off the pad. Big save by Wilson. He was ready that time around. This one's chipped forward. Oganezov back to Basie. Played it into the skates of Richards, who was coming off the ice. Backs Basie from behind as the puck's chipped in deep. Here comes Gordy Bonnell, near side of the ice. Gains entry to Delaware Ice. Bonnell, toe drag, couldn't get by Movalli. Corbin picks up the puck. He chips it forward, just past the halfway point in this contest. Susie tried to go back to his D-man Movalli. Ruiz pushes it forward. Marchison comes away with it. Got it over to Ruiz. His check landed, but the Thunder are out with Susie. Susie, Corrigan to the net, just rolls wide. Corrigan lost it to Yao. 9:30 to go, period number 2. We hope you're enjoying Delaware Thunder hockey on the Delaware Thunder YouTube channel. Hat-Tricks lead 2-1. Ruiz was looking to make it 3-1. I think it was friendly fire. Corrigan, right wing side. Chip and chase play by the big forward. The chase never happened for Delaware, and Jesso's out the other way. Great play by Jesso up to Marchison. Marchison, drop pass, Jesso. Had the wrong club out. It was the 3-iron, and he stung it wide. Here's Samuel Asp. Drop pass, Marker over skates. Jesso behind the defense. Jesso one-on-one with Martin. Pad save by Martin. Out the other way comes Delaware. Chipped forward. Tried to work it over to Corrigan, nothing doing, and it's finally dumped in by Delaware. Amanatitis got it deep. He's got 10 points on the young season. Delaware starting to push their pace a little bit here. Jesso works by Oganezov. Jesso in, cross-ice pass, never got there, thanks to Samuel Asp. This one's dumped back into Hat-Trick Ice. Gonzalez picks it up there. Kuznetsov spins off a man. Right wing side with the dump and chase by Martin. Jesso gets to it, knocks it down at the half boards. Gafarov finds the puck. Gibbs, Kuznetsov, down low, tip play, just goes wide. Sheehan with a good tip on the doorstep. Malushkin pushes forward. Hat-Tricks find the puck with Gibbs. Game's getting physical here. 2-on-1 for the Hat-Tricks. Lugo going to the net. They look him off, and the shot goes high and out of play. 7:37 to go, second period. We'll be back. you could play. Delaware Thunder hockey on the Delaware Thunder YouTube channel. 7:37 to go, period number 2. Hat-tricks on the Thunder. And my apologies to Rasmus Asp. I called him Samuel Asp on the last play. Just so into his skating that you're at a loss for words when you watch him play. A real solid player that Delaware was able to bring in. Grabbed an assist in his first game. Looking for a helper or a goal tonight to get this thing even. Here's Ryan Marker. O'Reilly pushes forward, tries to poke it towards the net. The long reach of Gibbs said no thank you. Susi, far wall. Logan Azov through traffic. Got it to Wilson. Puck stays in play as it was careening through the air. Amesbury, left wing side. Tries to push it forward. Has to go back to Gibbs with it. Gonzalez. Amesbury got a touch, poked away there as the Hat-tricks push forward. Amesbury from the circle looking for a shooting lane, nothing doing. Got it out to Lugo, he poked it wide. Lugo picks it back up off the wall. Lugo steps in, fires, up and out of play, and we'll get a whistle with 6:50 to go. Face-off will be deep in Thunder ice. We've had a physical contest here. Dmitry Kuznetsov has been back out on the ice, which is very good news. Does have a little bandage on that nose, but no worse for the wear. Malushkin works it forward. Gafarov looking for a shooting lane. Wilson going to the net, never got it there. Gafarov lost the glove. Don't want to get hacked and whacked without one of those. Martin knocks it down behind the net. 6:30 to go. Rasmus Asp up the wall. Yao from an offside position put it back on goal. Delaware will have all the time in the world to reset, regroup, and work out. J.C. Moritz wants Gafarov. Got Gafarov. Here he comes. Lost it to Ruiz. Ruiz upended by Wilson. Penalty coming against the Thunder. Believe it'll be a trip on Wilson going against Ruiz. Ruiz was upended by Wilson. He'll sit for a pair. Face off to the left of Martin. Delaware short for the second time this period. We're able to kill off the first minor to Weber. And that's a penalty killer that they don't have now either. One-timer, Kuznetsov blocked on the way through. Basie knocked down his man going to the puck. Puck pushed up the far wall. It's Gesso. Out to the point. Yao walks the line through traffic, goes wide. Rimmed around. Dustin Gesso picks it up. Marker took it away from Gesso. Couldn't get it by Yao. Gesso walks in, fires and scores. Dustin Gesso, it's 3-1 Danbury. Houston having a chat with the official. He didn't like the call. .5:39 to go, period number 2. The Hat-tricks open up a 2-goal lead on the Delaware Thunder. Wilson will be tossed out of the dot because Malushkin stepped in early. Gafarov will have to take the draw. 3-1 lead, 2 second period goals. Face-off push forward. Malushkin was tied up. Push forward. The Thunder bench less than pleased. They haven't seen a power play tonight. Danbury's seen 2, and neither call Delaware liked. Asp picks up the puck. He's taken down late. Play on. Ruiz pushes forward. J.C. Moritz picks it up near wall. Chips it up the side. Malushkin, jam play, trying to work it out. Nothing doing. Danbury playing hungry right now. They look good. Gafarov. Malushkin. Gafarov took a late bump from Amesbury. Malushkin going to the net on the backhand. Malushkin pulls it forehand, then he scores! Oh, that definitely squeaked in. They're waving it off. That looked like that crossed the line. And oh boy, the second one taken off the line from Delaware. That one definitely looked like it went in. Oh my. Media timeout. We'll take a break. A lot to talk when we come back. Back here at the Thunderdome. Delaware trails 3-1. They feel like it should probably be at least 3-2. 2 goals, or so thought goals, I should say, that were mighty close. Now that last one from up here, granted I do not have the best view on the goal line, looked like it was fully across. They said no goal. Still remains 3-1. Also back in the first period, Delaware had one waved off that was right on the line as well. Face off in the neutral zone comes out to Basie. Marchison plays it forward. Susi picks up the puck, retreats back into his own end with Oganezov. Here's Alex Basie, one of the captains of this team. Ruiz is to the attack, left wing side. Ruiz, crafty as ever. Great save by Martin. Johnny Ruiz has looked phenomenal in this contest, even throwing the body around. Oganezov behind the net. Basie gave it away. Marchison tried to work it forward. Marker picked his pocket. Marker, toe drag, oh boy. Ryan Marker tried to drop it off for O'Reilly, nothing doing. Out the other way, Marchison, right wing side. Susi taking the back check on Sheehan. Cut comes across, one more, great save. Martin sits loose in the free paint. Gesso towards the doorstep, nothing doing. 3:45 to go in the first. Back and forth we go. Here's Marker. Gibbs pulls it away at the last second. Kuznetsov chips it over. Knocked down by Malushkin. Next played by a hat trick. 3:25 to go. Period number 2. Action-packed hockey game. Thanks so much for joining us on the Delaware Thunder YouTube channel. Gibbs up to Kuznetsov. Offside. Kuznetsov doesn't agree. Kuznetsov less than pleased on the offside call. And you hear the Delaware bench. They want a penalty as Weber got sent away for something very similar, they're saying. Danbury Trying to work to the attack. Moritz cuts that pass off. Pushed forward. Another offside called against Danbury. Not sure about this one because Moritz touched the puck. So not sure how that was offside. Delaware will get a change out of it. There's Rasmus Asp coming off the ice. Hat-tricks restart, regroup in their own end. This is Dowler. Works it forward to Amesbury. Had it roll off his stick. Here's mighty Joe Brennan. Pushing forward. Bodies collide. Malushkin and Yao. 2:37 to go. Danbury and Delaware from the Thunderdome. Game 1 of 2 on the weekend. Danbury and Watertown tomorrow. Delaware home against Binghamton tomorrow. Far side. This is Luke Richards. Centering pass comes back to Richards from Amesbury. Nothing doing. Martin said no. Gaffarov. Tie up at the line. Malushkin picks it up. 2:10 to go. Period number 2. 3-1 hockey game. Delaware looking for win number 2. Danbury looking for win number 16. First versus fifth in the Empire. 3-1 hockey game. Malushkin drop pass Marker. Here he comes. Right wing side. Marker dips, dives, dodges to the attack. Got it over to Gaffarov through traffic. Tipped high. Malushkin on the doorstep. Johnny Ruiz starts the breakout. 2-on-1. Ruiz and Amesbury. Basie gets back to even the numbers. Amesbury backhand pushed wide. Ruiz jam play, nothing doing. Saucer pass forward. Marker couldn't knock it down. Ruiz does. Marker takes it back from Ruiz. And now it's Ruiz with that dangerous slap shot from well out. Covered by Martin. Pokes it free. And then he jumps back on top of it. 3-1 hockey game. 1:20 to go. Period number 2. .6'4", 198. Rasmus Asp. The big defenseman with speed like you haven't seen. This is Susie, one of the captains. Over to O'Reilly. O'Reilly says, you chip, I chase. Wilson says, I want none of it, and gets the whistle. Face-off will be to the right of Wilson, deep in Danbury Ice. Thanks to our great broadcast crew and production crew here at the Thunderdome as Susie's shot just rolls wide. Gesso over to Yao. Gesso pushing the pace. Gesso left wing side. Squeaks over. One more. Great save, Martin on Kuznetsov as O'Reilly and Sheehan exchange some words. Less than a minute to go in the second period of the long change. Face-off will be to the right of Martin, with Sheehan in the top unit out against him. Asp finds the puck in skates. Drops it off for Moritz. Takes a hack and a whack from Dmitry Kuznetsov. Wilson, Gaffarov. Malushkin had that one poked by him. Yao wins the race. And Delaware's claiming that they got the red line. Delaware has been less than pleased with the officiating tonight. Puck pushed behind the net. Danbury wants to keep the offensive pressure going with just 30 to the period. Richard rims it behind the net. Moritz cuts off his man. Tries the far side. Malushkin had his pocket picked. Good keep by Lugo. Lugo shot blocked on the way through. Up and out of play, and we'll get a whistle. Face off to the left of Martin as J.C. Moritz finds this puck. Gets it up to Malushkin, right wing side. Malushkin cuts to the attack. Wilson knocks it down dangerously, pokes it back the other way with 8 seconds to go. This puck's pushed forward, got by Asp. Moritz helps him out. Puck knocked down in Danbury Ice, and that's all she wrote for period number 2. We started this period tied. We come out of it with a 2-goal lead for the Hat-Tricks. 3-1 Danbury after 2 periods of play here at the Thunderdome. We'll take a short break. When we return, third period action. Danbury and Delaware from the Thunderdome. Back here for third period action at the Thunderdome. 3-1 hockey game. Hat-tricks leading the Thunder after 2 periods of play. Got to give a quick shout out to the Susies watching back up north as we are back underway for third period action. This one's chipped forward. Tie up at the line. Corgan pushes it forward. Lind picks it up. Works it over. That one goes straight up and out of play. And a penalty coming to the Hat-tricks. Lind going to sit for a couple. And a golden chance for the Thunder early in the third. Looked like it tipped the glass to me, but I think the puck was just on edge, so it was spinning weird on its way out. Thunder power play. 19:40 to go. Up the wall it comes. This one's going to be in on Martin. He's going to have to cover this as Johnny Ruiz is the only one down there, and he's wearing the wrong color jersey. And one thing I do have to say, these Hat-tricks jerseys are phenomenal. The color scheme, the logo, really nice. And on the other end, the Delaware Thunder jerseys, as the Jersey people call them, over they come for a quick shot. That's steered away. Look like the New Jersey Devils jersey, that's why we call them the Jersey jerseys, are great as well. Really cool look. In the all-jersey game, we'll call it. Susi out of the corner in front. Asp just poked it wide. Back to Asp. Out of the corner he comes. Ties up with Yao. Asp spins free. Tries to poke it by Ruiz. Gets some help from Houston Wilson. Clearing attempt does work its way back to the red line. Marker calling for it. Marker gets it. Ryan Marker tries to work by Sheehan. Had it poked away. Houston Wilson picks it up. Wilson, left wing side, uses Susi. Susi chips it to the corner. Wilson the first to it. Wilson works it back to Susi. Oganezov pops on. Susi rims it all the way around. Malushkin's got some time with this one. He comes off the wall. Oganezov at the point. Quarterback's the power play. Back over to Malushkin. Down low they go. Houston Wilson. One more. Out of the circle. Shot. Tipped by the skate of Susi. Saved by Wilson and cleared the distance, and Martin had a problem with the bouncing puck. Oh boy. 25 to the power play as that one skipped all the way down to Martin. Oh, Gafarov, excuse me, walks in and he just shot it wide. Good keep by Oganezov. Chips it up the wall. That just stays in play. Some time for the Hat-tricks to get it out to center. That's exactly what they do. Delaware and Danbury live from the Thunderdome. Hope you're enjoying the action. As there's a giveaway that Martin jumps on top of as the power play expires, and we're back even. Face-off will be to the right of Martin. Delaware only has 4 players out on the ice right now. They grab their 5th. Face-off push forward by Gesso. Centering pass just skipped wide. Kuznetsov had his pocket picked by Oganezov. Here come the Delaware Thunder. 3-on-2 to the attack. Gafarov got Susi with him. Caught an edge. Corgan forces a turnover. Gafarov still has Susi available at center ice. Gafarov knocked off the puck with 17:20 to go in the third. Delaware, a golden chance, goes to the wayside. Kuznetsov, shot blocked by Oganezov. Now it's Basie. Oganezov finds the puck, tries to clear up the wall. Richards knocks it down. Luke Richards, number 44. 14 points on the season, looking to add to that total. Gesso, he's got the puck on a string, drops it back for the shot from Dowler that just rolled wide. Kuznetsov back out to the point. Push forward, Yao steps into one. Martin picks it up, snags it, and we'll get a whistle. 16:45, period 3, 3-1 hockey game. Amesbury pops back out on the ice. Yao in the dot. Gets it to Amesbury right off the draw for a shot that hits the side of the net. Now to the point, it's Yao. Yao's got plenty of traffic in front. He uses the traffic and scores. Jared Yao, the rookie, makes it 4-1, his first of the season. And he makes the mountain a bit tougher for the Thunder. Grab the puck, his first Federal Prospects Hockey League goal. Anytime you have all that traffic in front of the net, you know there's trouble afoot. And there was. 4-1 Danbury. And not to take away from the shot of Yao, which was labeled for the top corner. Joe Brennan was bumped. Mo Volley gets the puck deep. Amesbury up the near wall. Here's Chris Corrigan. Right in your living room, he rims it around. 16:05, period number 3. Delaware trails by 3. They'll look to scratch and claw back into this one. Mo Volley knocks it down. Lugo skates into it. Lugo right wing side looking for a shooting lane. Freed himself up for a shot that hit a few things on the way through and was patted away by Martin. Can't fault Martin today. He's been more than good. Corrigan, Malushkin, over skates, picks it back up, gains entry. Drop pass Gafarov. Amesbury knocks down Malushkin. Corrigan tried to go back door, nothing doing. Basie picks it back up in his own end. Delaware and Danbury battle on in the third at the Thunderdome. It's the captain, Johnny Ruiz, pushing forward. It's the small things that matter as Martin, all he has to do is point the glove, show Oganezov where to go. It's moorings. Are we going to get a whistle? No, pushed right back on by the linesman. Shot from well out. Martin picks it up late, swallows it anyway, and we get a whistle. .15:05 to go in the third. Danbury hanging on to that 3-goal lead, still pushing the pace, dominating the shots on goal. After 2, it was 27-12. They've only extended it in period number 3. It's 32-13, make it 34-13. Shots by period, 13-7 Danbury in the first, 14-5 in the second, 5-1 right now in the third. That shot was knocked down by the stick of Marker, comes out to Bunnell, and a great pad save by Martin. Susi tried to push onward, nothing doing. Next whistle, barring a goal, will be our media timeout. Susi says onward as he pushes forward to Marker. Marker up to Corrigan, left wing side. Corrigan dips, dives, works to the outside. Marker in the slot, one-timer, he scores! Ryan Marker, it's 4-2. His second of the night. That's why I always say barring a goal as Ryan Marker lights the lamp. Bazarin off the draw. Haven't seen him in some time. He was stirring the pot in period 1, wasn't he? Here's Kuznetsov, right wing side. Looking to get that 3-goal lead back, but Martin says no with the blocker. Delaware pushes to center. Good back check from Sheehan. Amanatitis wanted a cross check. And then after the cross check came the slash, he thought. Kuznetsov gave it away. Towards the front of the net, knocked down by Lind. Gesso, always dangerous. Goes cross ice, but nobody in a white jersey there. So here comes O'Reilly. O'Reilly left wing side. Toe drag, great shot, patted away by Wilson. Malushkin forces a turnover. O'Reilly dumps it right back in and gets a change. 2-goal game in the third, 2 from Marker. That pass behind everybody, and Oganezov retreats to his own end. 13:25, period number 3, my apologies. 4-2. That's where the 2 was. Richards says onward. Dowler moves it behind the net, picks it up on the other side. Ridden off in a mean way by Basie as the puck spun back into Thunder Ice. Oganezov's pass, nobody home. Gaffarov wins the race. Gaffarov tries to chip it towards the front of the net. Knocked down by Gibbs, up and out of play. Media timeout, 12:50 to go in the third. 2-goal hockey. Third period action at the Thunderdome, 4-2 hockey game, Delaware and Danbury. Face-off will be to the left of Wilson. Face-off pushed forward by Corrigan. Susie wanted it. A little miscommunication there. As Corrigan pushed it to the corner, Susie could have been in. Marker chips it forward. Corrigan in after it. Near wall, it's Gibbs. Gibbs gave it away to Corrigan, but couldn't corral it and poke it out towards the front. Marker on hat trick watch. What's new? Giveaway. Corrigan's got the puck. Pushed behind the net. Gonzalez. Up and out. Oganezov tried to work it forward. Delayed offside. The hat tricks will touch up. Right wing side. Chris Corrigan with his head up. Works to the O-zone. Susie's going to the net. Got it there, but it just rolled wide. Asp at the point. Gets into one off the pad of Wilson, and we got a whistle with 12 to go in period 3. Eight minutes come and gone. Time not on the Thunder side, but they have chipped away at the hat-trick lead. A 4-1 game is now a 4-2 game. Spilling down to the ice off the draw was Ruiz. A little slow to get up. We'll see if he stays in the play. He does. Martin lost it behind the net. Centering pass. O'Reilly knocked it down before there was any problems. Here comes O'Reilly. Works it back to Malushkin. Malushkin's shot. Wilson sealed the pads. O'Reilly plays it behind the net. Cut off, and now it's Ruiz. Got it to Bonnell. Those two collide. Ruiz lost the stick. Asks, good play at the line. Pokes it forward. Bonnell knocks it down. Tried to go forward to Ruiz. Got Marchison. Now it's Ruiz. He's a step offside. And we get a whistle. $11:25 to go, period number 3. Marchison less than pleased. He goes back to the bench. Corrigan and Sheehan in the dot. Face off one back to Movali. Jesso dumps near corner, comes out to Sheehan. One-timer right into the breadbasket of Martin, and it pops free. This one's worked out to Marker. Marker and Corrigan, 2-on-2. Marker flips it free to Corrigan, couldn't get it by the man. Susie works it back to Marker, lets it roll around. Susie picks it up himself on the far side. Susie frees up Corrigan. Corrigan, Marker, out from behind the net. Marker tries to jam it home. The pads were sealed. Susie wanted the one-timer. Marker spins by a man. Marker lost it to Jesso. Good back check by Corrigan. End of a long shift for Marker and Susie and company. As this one gets to Movali, he just chips so his line mates can get to the bench. 10:28 to go in the third. 4-2 is where we're at. Dmitry Kuznetsov works out of his own zone. Basie knocked Jesso off the puck. Yao skates into it. Yao works by a man. Centering pass tied up. Dowler through traffic, patted away, and it's cleared to center. Gafarov, good back check, took it away from Kuznetsov. Second effort, Kuznetsov worked it back. Now it's Lugo. Holds, fires, great save. Martin with the blocker. Lugo sealed off by Basie. Bodies collide behind the net as we're under 10 to go in the third. Helmet popped off. Believe it's Lugo's. We'll get a whistle and immediate timeout. 9:47 to go. Timeout on the Thunder side. We'll be back 4-2. Back here, third period action. Thunder and the hat tricks. Appreciate you joining me. Mike Basile filling in for Graydon Motter. Out sick tonight. Everybody gets one. Gafarov pushes it forward. Now it's J.C. Moritz. 9:30 to go. Moritz starts the rush. The defensive defenseman pushes forward. He's got 2 assists on the season. Definitely known for his play in his own end. Gafarov forces a turnover, nothing doing in front. Hat-trick's out the other way with some speed. Asp, steady defense, make sure nothing comes of that, and Joe Brennan picks it up behind the net. Centering pass from Lugo was detected and taken away by Rasmus Asp. Here's Asp again. Gave it away, Johnny Ruiz. Ruiz right wing side, dangerous shooter, Ruiz. Martin says no. Blocker save, Trevor Martin. Malushkin dips and dives with Marker. Couldn't corral a rolling puck. And out the other way is Daniel Amesbury. Amesbury spinned it off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez to the slot. Gibbs, great save, Martin again. High danger chance. Martin shuts the door. Brennan threw it on his own goalie. Gibbs comes out to the front and shot it wide. Brennan finishes Gibbs. Puck rolls behind the net. Movali picks it up. Gave Bonnell a couple shots. Out to Ruiz. It's knocked down before it can get there. Bazarin with Marker. His shot negated by the stick of Gibbs. Swallowed up by Wilson with 8 to play. Meeting of the minds behind the net. So we'll get you an update around the Federal Prospects Hockey League while we have a second. Watertown up 5-2 on Binghamton. Elmira still leads 1-0 over Columbus. Motor City has erased Carolina's lead. They lead 5-3. Port Huron up 6-4 on Mississippi. Hope you're enjoying this one. 4-2 here. Thunder and the Hat-Tricks. Hat-Tricks up 2 with 8 to go in the third. Great production crew here. Thanks to Sue Lamb and Dylan Harden for all their hard work to get us up and running. Jesso taken down. Play on. Kuznetsov cross-ice pass. Shut down. Here come the Thunder. They try and work forward. Yard sale. Watch out, O'Reilly, as that nearly landed on him. Jesso out the other way. Got it to Robertson. Down low. Sheehan. Jam play. Great save, Martin. And we get another whistle. Bazarin had his stick launched to oblivion as it came back down to earth. 4-2 game. It's close. Delaware a couple chances to cut it to 1. Haven't been able to do so just yet. 7:33 left in the game. You want to get one in the next couple. Here's Ryan Marker. Over to Susie. Susie, drop pass. Got Marker at the line. Marker walks in, fires. Deflected up high. Missed the cage. Lind. His pass was knocked down. Now it's Jesso. Jesso, right wing side to the attack. Jesso, Sheehan towards the net. Poked away by Moritz. Here's Corrigan. Corrigan and Marker. Corrigan drops. Marker fires just wide. That was labeled low corner. Hat-Tricks will work out of their own end. Dustin Jesso, been very dangerous today. Feathers one to Sheehan. Sheehan walks in. Hat-Tricks collide. Comes back to Jesso. Poked out of play by Marker, and we get a whistle. 6:40, period 3. Face-off will be to the left of Martin. Delaware and Danbury in a 2-goal game in the third. Good play by Yao. He's been really good tonight. They try to go to Lugo. Comes back to Richards for a shot that hits a few things on the way out of play. And we have fans diving for this puck in our VIP section. Needed to grab a puck as the linesman has all the players over there, but no puck. O'Reilly and Richards in the dot. Face off one back by O'Reilly. Malushkin gets the red and dumps. Wilson, far side. Richards clears the zone, and the Hat-Tricks will have no problem doing that for the next 6:15 as this one's up and out of play. Ruiz is asking where the face-off is. It will be right next to the Thunder bench. 4-2 hockey game. Approaching 6 minutes to go in this one. Gonzalez pushes forward. Amesbury chips it deep. Takes a bump from Susi. Soganezov. Lost it at the line. Ruiz picks it up. Basie finishes his check. Susi is finished by Amesbury. Basie's got the puck in his own end, leaves it for Corrigan. 5:35 to go. Oganezov Got it to Marker. They wave off an icing. Marker got Malushkin in the slot. Tries to slide it home. Net pops free. And we get a whistle. .5:27 to go in the third. Delaware can finish their change. Timeout taken by the Hat-Tricks. Will take a timeout. 5:27 to go. Period 3 in this one. .5:27 to go, third period. Delaware and Danbury. Danbury burned their timeout. They couldn't make a change. I like that timeout call. Just settle things down. Up 2 in the third. Martin knocks this down way out of his net. Giveaway. Amesbury wrap chance. Martin got back to make the save. Amesbury an ass bump. Moritz with a big check. On Sheehan, gets a cross check from Amesbury. Out the other way, Wilson. Wilson into the backhand. Oh, what a save by Wilson. Gaffarov scores! Bury the loose change. It's 4-3. Moritz starts it. Wilson pushes on, and Gaffarov finishes. 4-3. We got to finish here, folks. 4-3, 4:55 to go. Corrigan and Sheehan in the dot. Pushed forward. Here we go. Enjoy the last 4:50 with us. Delaware hopes for more. Lynn chips it in deep. Martin up to Susie. Giveaway. Big shot blocked on the way through. Bounces towards the goal. What a save by Martin. Robertson's shot got blocked, directed back towards the net, and Martin made a phenomenal save reaching back with his blocker. That one goes wide. Here's Ryan Marker spinning back to his own end. Flips it forward, Basie. Basie chips it up. Nobody available in a black jersey. Corrigan finishes a check. Dumped in by Sheehan, and the Hat-Tricks can get a change with 4:05 to go. Malushkin works by Lugo. Got Corrigan with him. Finds Corrigan, but it's tipped just wide. Marker spins it behind the net. Lugo picks it back up with 3:47 to go. Asp steps in. Makes the play. Forced the turnover, but it leaked back out to center. Marker couldn't get by Lugo. Gaffarov's got the puck. Retreats back to Thunder Ice. Wants Malushkin. Can't find Malushkin. Yao knocks it down. Richards gets the red and dumps. Martin really loves playing the puck. Got to be careful, though, as he nearly gave Amesbury a freebie just a few minutes earlier. Chipped in at the line. Joe Brennan all the way around. Gaffarov left it. Lugo's shot tipped on the way through, never made it on net. Rasmus Asp up the boards. Here's Malushkin. Works it over Gaffarov, our most recent goal scorer. Gaffarov back to Malushkin. Now Wilson. Wilson over skates. Plenty of time to skate out for Danbury, and they get it to center with Richards. Richards, 3-on-2 to the attack. Works it over to Lugo. Lugo had it poked away by Basie. Wilson forces a turnover. He took a stick up high. That went undetected. Richards in, cross ice pass. Shot was fanned on rebound. They score. Pamelon on the doorstep. And it's 5-3. They missed the high stick on Wilson. And the hat trick score. Basie is less than pleased. He wants to chat with the official. Wilson caught a stick up high. It went undetected, and now it's 5-3. The officials are talking about it. Not sure what they're discussing now. And Delaware has to feel shortchanged. That goal is going to be all she wrote, most likely. High stick call goes undetected. And the hat tricks cash in. It's definitely making the most of your opportunities. You can't give Danbury an inch. We said it in the open. They'll take a yard. That's what they've done today. That shot's blockered away. Rebound just pushed wide. 2-goal night for Pamelon, who was really good. That one's off iron and out of play. Susie takes down his man, Gibbs, and we got a free-for-all. Gibbs jumped in after Gonzalez went down, and here we go. You could smell this one getting out of hand, and now it has. Gibbs finally pulled away. Susie pulled away. And Gibbs is busted open a little bit, right on the crown of his nose. Susie going to the box. 2:02 to go in this one, 2-goal game. Danbury will most likely get a power play out of this. Face-off will be deep in Thunder Ice once we get this sorted out. As you got to think a power play for Danbury will be coming here. Gibbs is getting worked on behind his bench. A really good game this was. Back and forth action. Danbury first in the Empire, Delaware fifth. You could have thought, hey, this is going to be a blowout, but a 1-goal game till about 3 minutes left in the third. Now we're at 2. .202 to go here in the third period. We're getting this one sorted out. I'm sure it'll take a minute or so. A lot happened. Delaware trailing by 2 with 2 to go. Like we said, we think they'll be shorthanded. If the result stands, 16-1, 1-1. 1-16-1 would be how the things play out. Got a fan getting yelled at for standing on the ledge of the glass here. He's not coming down just yet. They finally get him down now as security's got to come over. They're working this one out. Looks like Susie has gone to the locker room. Yes, he has. Only 2 minutes to go. Might have been a 2 and a 10 for him. We'll get it all sorted out for you and figured out. Shots on goal to this point as we just get an update here as all this is coming in at once. 43-20 in favor of the Hat-Tricks. Right now the only penalty up is a roughing minor on Susie. Is that going to be all they put up there? Looks like it for right now. Now they're speaking to Coach McCreary on the Hat-Tricks bench. Susie minor for a rough is all we have so far. Could they be working on more? Of course. Ruiz is speaking to the official. Ruiz is headed off the ice. Not any further due to the locker room. 2-minute power play for the Hat-Tricks. The only penalty in the book is a 2-minute rough on Alex Susie. Now they'll give it an unsportsmanlike conduct 10-minute as well, just added. Susie's in the locker room. O'Reilly's going to the bench. Amanatitas pops on. Moritz works it up the glass and out, all the way down. Obviously, Danbury doesn't need any goals. They just don't want to give any up. It's going to be a safe power play, I'm sure. Got Amesbury out there in case any funny business gets going. Here's Sheehan to the attack. Jesso picks up the puck out of the corner. Dustin Jesso out to the point. It's Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov walks the line. Good little move. Walks in. Fire. Save Martin. 1:30 to the game. 1:28 to the power play. Sheehan. Amesbury. Back to Sheehan. Tries to work out from behind the net. Sheehan waits. Walks the line. Drops it off to Yao. Yao. Work down low. Really good puck movement here by the Hat-Trick. Kuznetsov out high, and the shot goes high as well. Amesbury and Martin were both inside the goal. Here's Yao. Works it back behind the net. 1:05 to the game, 1:03 to the power play. Yao opens up for it. Pass never got there. Jesso. Yao still wants it. Yao gets it. Yao walks in. Cross-ice pass. Kuznetsov had it roll up on him. They try to work it in front. They get it there, and it's jammed home. Dustin Jesso over the blocker of Martin, and it's 6-3 Hat-Tricks. Dustin Jesso puts this one to bed, a 6-3 lead for the Hat-Tricks. Wilson pushed it forward, picks up the puck. Malushkin with it. 40 to go in the game. Shot negated by the stick of Robertson. Spun back out to Malushkin from Wilson. Bodies collide in the corner. 30 to go. Robertson spins down. Malushkin's shot knocked down. Good save by Wilson. Pushed forward. Movali knocks down his man. Penalty coming to the Thunder. Martin throws his hands up. He can't believe it. And a Bronx cheer from the Thunder bench. Final 15 will run off with a power play for Danbury. As we talked about, Danbury improves to 44 points on the season, winners of 3 straight, 16-1-1. Delaware falls to 1-16-1. Remains at 4 points and 5th in the Empire. The final 5 will run off behind the Hat-Trick's net. Ruiz has no problem just holding this one up against the glass. As a 6-3 final buzzes from the Thunderdome. Appreciate all the support tonight. Hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. The Thunder fall to the hat trick 6-3 at the Thunderdome. Danbury, the tops in the league, continue to prove it as they get another win on road ice. The final from Danbury, thanking our great crew here. For Sue Lamb and Dylan Harden, Mike Basile signing off. 6-3 from the Thunderdome. Have a wonderful night.